Thanks to the folks who led the way. Thanks to the folks, let us thank them every day.
Welcome to the Fresh Toones Show. My name is Dave Paltz, and today's show is a tribute to the labor movement. I guess way too often we forget the efforts of the folks that brought about some labor laws that became part of our lives in America. Certainly the 40-hour week probably wouldn't have happened without the labor movement. The 5-day work week probably wouldn't have come about. So we've got a lot to be thankful to, are the people that really put themselves out there to get those changes made. One of the singers and songwriters that was very much involved with the labor movement was Woody Guthrie, as well as many other. But I'm going to start out with this song that I wrote some more contemporary verses to, that Woody wrote back in the 1940s. His song was Going Down the Road Feeling Bad. Well, I decided to change it and call it Going Down the Road Feeling Good, because if we're fighting for the right things and we're doing it with other folks with similar ideas, then we can feel pretty good about the road we're going down. This song is called Going Down the Road Feeling Good. I'm going down the road feeling bad. I'm going down the road feeling bad. I'm going down the road, but oh no, I ain't gonna be treated this way. They bow and kiss the feet of the rich man, tell the middle class to take a hike. We're not leaving now, 'cause we're gonna stand and fight, 'cause we ain't gonna be treated this way. 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 Oh no, we ain't gonna be treated this way. When Wall Street and bankers did their scam, when lawlessness led this land, we people raised our voice and we said no more, 'cause we ain't gonna be treated this way. 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 Oh no, we ain't gonna be treated this way. It takes a struggle to make a change. We've seen plenty of change. If we want to make it right, then we have to fight, 'cause we ain't gonna be treated this way. 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 Oh no, we ain't gonna be treated this way. Well, we're going down the road feeling good. We're going down the road feeling good. We're doing what we should, and you know it's good. We're going down the road feeling good. We're going down the road feeling good. We're going down the road feeling good. We're going down the road and we're feeling mighty good. We're going down the road feeling good. We're going down the road feeling good, yeah. We're going down the road feeling good. We're going down the road and we're feeling good, 'cause we ain't gonna be treated this way. Well, continuing with our tribute to the labor movement, I can hardly imagine the will that the folks that fought in the labor movement had to have during those times. They were being beaten up, some of them murdered. I think they were able to survive a lot of that is because of the friends and families and co-workers that they worked with and stood up with to resist the hired thugs that were out there to try to clear them off of the picket lines, and were willing to do almost anything to do that. Although this song wasn't directly written to that, I think it's certainly related to thinking of the will that those folks must have had to sustain and be able to make the changes in labor laws that we benefit from today. This song is called If There's a Will, There's a Way.
America can't breathe if we refuse to see the things we need to change today. We've worked through harder things, some say this one's too big. There's a will, there is a way. So lift up your eyes now, stand up and say, well, she's not perfect and neither am I. We've got to work together if we want to survive. We've got to use our heads and figure it out and be brave enough to look at ourselves. 'Cause America can't breathe if we refuse to see the things we need to change today. We've worked through harder things, some say this one's too big. But there's a will, there is a way. We've got to lift up our eyes now, stand up and say, well, she's not perfect and neither am I. We've got to work together if we want to survive. We've got to use our heads and figure it out. Be brave enough to look at ourselves. America can't breathe if we refuse to see the things we need to change today. We've worked through harder things, some say this one's too big. But if there's a will, there is a way. 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 If there's a will, there is a way.
Well, as Labor Day approaches, let's all try to remember and give thanks to those workers that had to stand up and go out on the picket lines and often get beat up and finally brought about some changes just by their courage, by being able to stand up and speak out. This song is called Stand Up and Be Your Love.
There's just no way, so they say. Just close your eyes and close your mind. Say that's okay. Well, it's not. It's not okay. It may take some work. It may take some ways to bring about some changes, to gain a little justice, try and make things fair in this world. It's only fair to have equal justice, and to be sure that the children are fed. It's only right to raise our voices What's killing us are the things left unsaid. Stand up, speak up, rise up and be your love. To bring about some changes, to gain a little justice, to try and make things fair in this world. It's only fair to have equal justice, and to be sure that the children are fed. It's only right to raise our voices. What's killing us are the things left unsaid. Oh, stand up. Oh, speak up. Rise up. Be your love. And be your love.
Well, we're chugging right along here with our tribute to the labor movement. A lot of folks had some hard traveling going on in the Depression, and there's a lot of folks that are having some hard traveling times these days. This was another song originally written by Woody Guthrie, and like I often do, I change some of the words around, and sometimes it might be played differently, but I don't think Woody would have had a problem with it, because he often did that with a lot of old songs. Took some popular tunes and wrote his own words to them, and often they became more popular than the original song. This song is called Hard Travelin' with some new verses. It really lends itself to be a sing-along, so if you feel like singing along and clapping your hands, go right ahead. Especially if there's nobody else in the room, you don't have to feel self-conscious. Hard Travelin'.
We've been having some hard traveling, I thought you'd known. We've been having some hard traveling right down the road. We've been having some hard traveling, hard working, but we're still standing. Been having some hard traveling now. We've been having some hard traveling, I thought you'd know. We've been having some hard traveling right down the road. We've been having some hard traveling, fight for rights, we're still standing. Been having some hard traveling now. We've been having some hard traveling, I thought you'd know. We've been having some hard traveling right down the road. We've been having some hard traveling, hard strumming and singing strongly. Been having some hard traveling now. We've been having some hard traveling, I thought you'd know. We've been having some hard traveling right down the road. We've been having some hard traveling, marching, singing, and joining hands with. Been having some hard traveling now. Oh, we've been having some hard traveling, I thought you'd know. We've been having some hard traveling right down the road. We've been having some hard traveling, hard working, but we're still standing. Been having some hard traveling now. Been having some hard traveling now. Been having some hard traveling now.
This is the Fresh Toones Show, and today's show is a tribute to the labor movement. And I've been playing some songs by Woody, and I also want to remember Pete Seeger, who was a friend of Woody's and paid a big price for speaking out and singing against the Vietnam War and speaking up for the labor movement. I guess one thing I learned from Pete is that you just got to keep on singing. Even when they try to knock you down and take you out of the game, you keep on singing. And if you're singing for smaller groups, that's not as important as it is for us to keep on singing. And this is a recent song of mine called We're Gonna Keep On Singing.
The ocean is mighty big, her waves rolling, can you hear her singing? Repeats herself every day, remind us on our way to keep on singing. Keep on singing. Sing it every day. Now give your love away. Open up your heart and jump right in the waves. The ocean is mighty big, she's there for you, jump right in. Her waves will wash you clean, you'll swim in nature's dream, and we'll keep on singing. Gonna keep on singing. We're gonna keep on singing. We're gonna keep on singing. We're gonna keep on singing.
Well, with the labor movement in mind here, I'm going to play this song called One of These Days. Sometimes when you're part of a movement that's trying to change things, things look so far off that you don't think they might ever happen, but you got to have faith. And if you sing with others, and if you can sing with others and say, one of these days we're going to make this happen, that together, if you lock arms, you can make it happen. One of these days.
One of these days, we're gonna find a better way. One of these days, we're gonna sit right up and say, we're gonna find it in our hearts to let our love do its part. One of these days, we're gonna find a better way. One of these days, justice will prevail, when we can march for rights without the threat of jail, when we can sing it from our hearts and know it's just the start. One of these days, justice will prevail. One of these days, there's gonna be a fair wage. If we work hard, we should get a decent pay. They say what we're not worth, but we work hard for what we earn. One of these days, we're gonna get a fair wage. One of these days, we're gonna see the sun come out, realize the fruits that so long we did without.
We're gonna fill those baskets full and share them, yes we will. One of these days we're gonna see the sun come out. One of these days we're gonna find a better way. One of these days we're gonna sit right up and say, we're gonna find it in our hearts to let our love do its part. One of these days we're gonna find a better way. One of these days we're gonna find a better way. One of these days, one of these days, one of these days, we're gonna find a better way. Well, I've mentioned earlier in the show today, which is a tribute to the labor movement, what a big part Pete Seeger and Woody Guthrie played in being part of that movement. This is a song by Pete Seeger, and sometimes I just pick up a guitar and a little dangerously play a song on air, and this song is called The Hammer Song. If I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the morning, I'd hammer in the evening, all over this land. I'd hammer out danger, I'd hammer out a warning, I'd hammer out love between my brothers and my sisters all over this land. If I had a bell, I'd ring it in the morning, I'd ring it in the evening, all over this land. I'd ring out danger, I'd ring out a warning, I'd ring out love between my brothers and my sisters all over this land. If I had a song, I'd sing it in the morning, I'd sing it in the evening, all over this land. I'd sing out danger, I'd sing out a warning, I'd sing out love between my brothers and my sisters all over this land. Well, I've got a hammer, and I've got a bell, and I've got a song to sing all over this land. It's a hammer of justice, it's the bell of freedom, it's a song about love between my brothers and my sisters all over this land. You've got a hammer, and you've got a bell, and you've got a song to sing all over this land. It's the hammer of justice, it's the bell of freedom, it's a song about love between my brothers and my sisters all over this land. Over this land, all over this land, all over this land. At the opening of today's show, I played a little bit of my song called Thanks to the Folks, and I'd like to play the whole song right now because I really want to thank all the folks that fought so hard in the labor movement and gave the workers of today a lot of good things that we've enjoyed. Some of the workplace safety,
the 5-day work week, the normal 40-hour work week, so many other things. So this is my way to once more say thanks to those folks.
Thanks to the folks who led the way. Thanks to the folks, let us thank them every day. Open the doors when the doors were locked. Told the truth when the truth was mocked. Let us always remember mustn't forget that we listen very carefully and say what we must. Thanks to the folks who took the risk. What they taught us we mustn't miss. To lend a hand to plant the seed of love and giving is what the world needs. We may only be a single being, but we must try and be all that we can be. The way we live will speak much louder for the things we want to say. Thanks to the folks who led the way. Thanks to the folks, let us thank them every day. In our effort to do what's right, let us try with all our might. Thanks to the folks. Thanks to the folks. Thanks to the folks. Thanks to the folks. Let us thank them every day.
That's it for the Fresh Toones Show this week. Have a nice weekend, and remember all those folks that fought so hard to bring about changes that we benefit from. Have a great week. So long now.